Emergency broadcast begins in 3, 2, 1. Wow. Red alert, or orange alert, whatever you want to say. Gather round, NFL world. This is a very, very, very special Tommy Talk, emergency Tommy Talk, here on Black Friday. The Chicago Bears, your Chicago Bears, have defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 24-15 at the Link. 7-point underdog Bears go in there, control the line of scrimmage, shove the ball down Philadelphia's throat with the run game, and come away with a gigantic victory. I said it last week. I had that gut feeling. I had that gut feeling this was the Bears' game to win. And guess what, folks? They did. Wow. Just wow. It feels so good. Listen, this guarantees the Bears will have their first winning season since 2018. Pretty pathetic, I will say, but also, I'm not just settling for that. No Bears fans should settle for that at all. They still need to win at least 2 more games to secure their spot in the playoffs. But that shouldn't even be good enough. We should be aiming for an NFC North title. Now, obviously, there's a lot that has to go our way. And obviously, we have to keep winning. And I'm not for even 3/4 of a second going to take that game in Green Bay next week for granted. I have been a Chicago Bears fan for way too long to ever take a Green Bay Packers game for granted. Ever. So Packers fans, if you think you're going to catch me with my pants down, just getting all hyped up and ready for you pull a quick one on me, not even close. You're not pulling a quick one on old Tommy. You ain't doing that. Just saying. But in any case, what a win. Huge win. Let's start off with this. Kyle Monangai, 130 yards rushing. DeAndre Swift, 125 yards rushing. First time the Bears have had 200-yard rushers in the same game since 1985. We all know what happened in 1985. Just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Overall, 281 yards rushing for the Bears. Wow. For a team that has been known to be physical up front and to really control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, really, the Bears seem to really control it for most of this game. The vaunted offensive line for the Eagles did not have the impact they usually do. In fact, when they finally did line up for the tush push near the end zone, guess what happened? Got stripped, and the Bears got the ball back, which was a huge moment for the Bears. Gigantic moment for the Bears after the interception by Caleb Williams. Now, this was not the greatest game for Caleb Williams, I will say. Only 154 yards. It was not his best game. Now, to be fair to Caleb and to Jalen Hurts, it was extremely windy in Philly, but still, you want better than that. But when push came to shove, he delivered that beautiful touchdown pass to Cole Kmet. I love to see that. Hopefully this is not this is just more the exception and not the rule going forward. Although but whatever. Heck of a game. It really felt like I felt pretty calm going into this game, surprisingly. I kind of felt like we were playing with house money a little bit. The whole world is doubting us. If we lose, it's exactly what people thought. But if we win, then it's big time. And now we've won, and now it's big time. But circling back for 1 second to next week, we cannot, I repeat, cannot act like, not take that Packers game next week for granted. We can't let it sneak up on us for 0.1 seconds. Okay? These guys have embarrassed us too many times to do that. Way too many times. Okay? I'm just saying. I am just saying. And then Ben Johnson in the locker room after the game, taking his shirt off in front of the team.
Good
and leading him in the good, better, best chance. So you know what? In solidarity with Ben Johnson, I'll do the rest of this podcast without my shirt on. I wanted to do this. Shout out Sean Don. I love you, brother. He was texting me right when the game was coming to an end. You got to do an emergency Tommy talk. So here I am doing my emergency Tommy talk. Just saying. YouTube, please do not give me a strike for nudity. Thank you. Just asking. But what a win. What a game. Going forward, obviously, the next 3 weeks are going to be gigantic. When you have 2 games in 3 weeks against the Packers, it's going to be gigantic. Whoever, if the Bears can win, can split those games, then I think maybe we can have a chance to win this division. It'll be interesting if they split those 2 games. Listen, I'm never the greatest math guy. That half game, the tie the Packers have is going to mess me up forever. So I can't really, I'm going to have to consult a math expert on that one, on exactly how that, evens out, if that works for us or against us if we split those 2 games. But I want to win both of them, okay? Caleb Williams, people forget, 1-0 at Lambeau. But of course, I can't get greedy. Splitting them probably is the best we're going to do, most likely. If we win both, then that's the greatest thing that's happened, in the history of forever. So I'll just say that. In any case, folks, keep bearing down. Thank you to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, my goodness. Talk about night and day for this franchise with Ben Johnson coming in. Okay? Okay? The guys before Ben Johnson, the herd-iter, just regular football types that didn't seem to have the type of creativity, that didn't seem to be in tune with the players as much. They did not seem to put the focus on relating to the players and coaching them hard and bringing consistency around, because that's what Caleb Williams said after the game. Consistency. That's what Ben Johnson has given them. Consistency. And man, does it feel good to have a guy who seems to be competent at his job running the Bears for once. Also, shout out to Dennis Allen. The Bears are still down pretty heavy in the linebacker core, and that defense played damn good today. So shout out to him. He is doing more with less, even though they got Brisker and Johnson back out there in the backfield. So that was gigantic, clearly. And they stayed in the plus in turnover margin, even with that turnover by Williams. So shout out to the defense. Gigantic. I'm just running on, just good vibes right now. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I had some leftovers. I'm going to have some more leftovers when I go back upstairs after I'm done doing this podcast. My dinner is probably just going to be a baked potato. Side note, I understand sweet potatoes are all in fashion. Everyone loves sweet potatoes at Thanksgiving. Throw on a regular baked potato. I like a baked potato more than the sweet potato. That's a hot take. That's a crazy take, but it's my take. I think that a baked potato is better than a sweet potato. I'm just saying. I think it's better. I think you can do more with it. I think that it stands on its own. The sweetness of a sweet potato can be great at times, but it's not what I'm looking for most of the time. Most of the time, I'm looking for that standard. It is the Kyle Monangai of the breakfast plate. It's consistent. It packs a punch, and it's the guy you need to give you the standard, gritty, exceptional kind of thing on your plate, especially when you load it up. And when you load up Kyle Monangai with carries, he gives you something great. In any case, folks, thank you all for watching. Bear down, bear down, bear down, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. Please subscribe on YouTube and on social media platforms at Tommy S. Gahan, TOMMYSGAHAN. Thank you all for watching. And this has been TOMMY, TALKBEARDOWN. Let's go, baby. Good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good gets better and your better gets best. See you guys.